Welcome to Storied Audio. Her week had been a slow-motion collapse. Her car battery died. Her boss blamed her for a mistake she didn't make. Her rent went up. And her ex posted engagement photos with the woman he'd sworn was just a friend. But losing her wallet, that was the final blow. She didn't even realize it was gone until she stood at the grocery store checkout, holding a basket of cheap comfort food and trying not to cry in front of strangers. She dug through her purse, her pockets, even the grocery bag, panic rising like a tide. It was gone. Her ID, her debit card, the emergency cash she tucked away, the little photo of her mom she kept behind her license, all of it. She walked home in the rain, groceries abandoned, tears mixing with the downpour. By the time she reached her apartment, she felt hollowed out, scraped clean of hope. She curled on the couch and let herself cry until exhaustion finally pulled her under. The knock came the next morning. 3 soft taps. Claire dragged herself to the door, expecting a package or a neighbor. Instead, she found a small brown envelope on the welcome mat. Her name was written on the front in neat handwriting. Her heart stuttered. She tore it open. Inside was her wallet. Every card, every receipt, every crumpled dollar bill exactly where she'd left it. And tucked inside the cash pocket was a folded note. Her fingers trembled as she opened it. "You look like someone who deserves a break. A stranger who hopes things get better for you." Claire pressed the note to her chest. For the first time all week, something warm flickered inside her, something like relief, something like gratitude, something like the first breath after being underwater too long. She needed to thank him, needed to look him in the eyes, and tell him he'd saved her from breaking. The envelope had a return address, so she went. The building was a small, cozy coffee shop with a hand-painted sign, Harbor Brew. The kind of place that smelled like cinnamon and warmth and people who didn't rush through life. She stepped inside, clutching the note. A barista looked up. "Morning. What can I get started for you?" I'm looking for someone," Claire said. "I think he works here. He returned my wallet." The barista's face lit up. "Oh, you mean Evan." Evan. The name settled into her like a soft chord. "He's in the back," the barista said. "I'll grab him." Claire smoothed her hair, wiped her palms on her jeans, tried to steady her breathing. She didn't know why she was nervous. She just was. Then he walked out, tall, warm-eyed, with dark hair that fell slightly into his face. He wore a simple gray t-shirt and an apron dusted with flour. And when he saw her, recognition sparked instantly. "You found the note," he said, smiling gently. His voice was calm, steady, the kind of voice that made you feel safe without trying. Claire swallowed. I wanted to thank you. You have no idea what kind of week I was having. Losing my wallet was just the last straw. And then you returned it and the note." Her voice cracked. Evan stepped closer, concern softening his expression. "Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to make you emotional." "No," she said quickly. "It's a good emotional. You were the only good thing that happened to me all week." He looked down, a shy smile tugging at his lips. "I just saw you drop it outside the bookstore. You looked upset, and I figured maybe you needed a little kindness." Claire blinked. "You saw me." "Yeah." He rubbed the back of his neck. "You looked like someone carrying too much alone." Something in her chest loosened, like a knot she didn't know she'd been holding finally came undone. "Can I buy you a coffee?" he asked. As a proper introduction, she nodded. They sat by the window, steam curling from their cups. The morning sun painted soft gold across his face, and Claire found herself studying the way he listened, really listened, with his whole attention. "So what happened this week?" he asked gently. She told him. Not everything, but enough. Enough for him to understand the weight she'd been carrying. He didn't interrupt, didn't offer cliches or empty comfort. He just held her words like they mattered. When she finished, he said, "You didn't deserve any of that. And I'm glad you're still standing." Her throat tightened. "I didn't feel like I was." "Maybe," he said. "But you showed up anyway. That counts." She looked at him, really looked, and felt something shift. A quiet connection, warm and steady, like a hand reaching out in the dark. "What about you?" she asked. "Why leave a note like that for a stranger?" He hesitated, then exhaled. "Last year was rough for me. Lost my dad. Lost my job. Lost myself for a while. And one day, someone did something small but kind for me. It didn't fix everything, but it reminded me I wasn't alone. I guess I wanted to pass that forward. Claire's eyes softened. You did. Their gazes held, a moment suspended, fragile and electric. Over the next hour, they talked like old friends rediscovering each other. Laughter came easier than Claire expected. So did trust. When she finally stood to leave, Evan walked her to the door. I'm really glad you came, he said. Me too. He hesitated, then added, if you ever need a break from the world, or just another coffee, I'd like to see you again. Claire felt warmth bloom through her, gentle and certain. I'd like that, she said. He smiled, the kind of smile that felt like sunrise. That night, Claire placed the note on her bedside table. You look like someone who deserves a break. Maybe she did. Maybe she deserved more than she'd ever let herself believe. And maybe, just maybe, the universe wasn't punishing her. Maybe it was nudging her toward someone who saw her clearly. Someone who returned more than just a wallet. Someone who returned hope and maybe love. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.